So I actually wasn't recording when I did the brows by accident, and I just noticed. But I filled the eyebrows in with the e.l.f. pomade, and now you're just gonna see me conceal. I concealed them with Cool Tan by LA Girl Pro Concealers. And so I'm just getting a clean base now. So you're gonna see me just put the concealer over her lid, and I'm just gonna like blend it out, make it really even and all that good stuff so the color would show. And yeah, just gonna pat that out with the light fluffy brush, and that's just gonna give us a clean base. And usually I don't put a lot of concealer, but on the bottom I do connect them at the bottom now, because it helps me like level out the brows, make sure like one is not more arched than the other. So the white you are seeing on her face is Milk of Magnesia. I only use that for clients who I don't use that on the regular for clients. I only use that occasionally when I need something to stay all day. And so now you're going to see me take this navy blue from the BH Cosmetic Take Me to Brazil palette. I'm going to put that in the middle of her lid. And you're just going to see me apply in like a tapping motion. And we're going to do that for both set of eyes. Like, I know I keep getting in like the camera's way, but you can see like a little bit over my shoulder, me tapping it in on the other eye. So yeah, I'm just going to tap that in. And the base helps the colors pop way more. Way more. By the way, I get all my brushes from AliExpress and Amazon. They do just as good as any name brand brush. So just throwing that out there for you guys. So now I'm going to take the more vivid blue from the BH Cosmetics Takes Me to Brazil palette. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm taking the Morphe. I'm going into the Morphe Skin Palette, and I'm taking the color Desert. And I'm using that around, like, I'm using that to add depth, like, around the blue or whatnot. So you're just going to see me blend that out. And so now, after I've done that, I'm going to take a more vivid blue, and we're going to apply that in between the brown and the navy blue. And you see me, I took a more precise fluffy brush, and I'm just going to, like, tap, you know, and tap and swoosh, you know, tap around the edges and blend around. Like, tap around the middle and blend around the edges. So it can have a blend, but it's more concentrated in towards the middle of it. You see me doing it more here. Like, I'm tapping it on, and then I'm going to, like, blend out the edges. Now I'm going to get a more fluffy brush, and I'm going to take the shade Editor that's in that same Morphe palette. Also, I'm going to link everything below. Not link, but list everything below. And I'm going to take Editor by that in the same Morphe palette, and I'm going to go around the edges, you know, blend it out. Give it a, you know, more of a skin look. So you're just going to see me doing that. And a bad habit I have as an MUA is I hold my brushes too close to the bristles. Like, sometimes I'll catch myself and move my hand further down, because I hate when I hold it so close to the thing, because I notice a big difference of when I hold it actually at the handle. But anyways, yeah, so you're just going to see me putting that around the edges and blending that out. It just gives it a more, you know, skin look, is what I like to call it. It just looks really smooth transitioning to me when I add like a skin toned shadow in there. So yeah. Now I'm taking the Maybelline flat concealer brush, and I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me shade 368, and I'm cleaning up the top of her brows. You're just gonna see me, you know, cleaning that up. And yeah, so that's how I clean the brows. Don't be scared to like lay your hands on their face, or like pull on their eyebrows, pull their skin top for their eyebrows. It helps a lot, like getting close and getting a really neat look. I don't do my upper, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Like, each face is different for me, but for the most part, I don't put too light concealer at the top. It helps me avoid like the halo brow thing. So yeah, that's what we're doing with that. And I'm just light applying makeup in the middle between the brows, because I don't like that shadow. Like, sometimes they have the unibrow shadow even after you apply foundation, and that's the best way to avoid that. Don't want no unibrow. So I'm just taking a Real Techniques brushes. Now, I swear by these brushes for your face. Actually don't know the name of them, but you'll see it. It's like a flat top and like a more pointy top brush. And so now I'm going to take a precise fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into the Anastasia and Beverlyhills Glow Kit. It's a highlighter kit, but I'm going to apply that over the blue shadow, like over her lid, to put a little shimmer on top of it. It kind of reminds me of the Juvia's Place White Gold, and I use the shade, the lightest shade on the palette, the lightest gold shade on the palette. It's the first one on the top left corner. Yes, I apply that over her blue lid, and yeah, so just gonna keep, like, you know, tapping that on. And then I probably like swipe around the edges just a little bit, not much, but just a little bit to help like give that blend, get that blend back. But for the most part, you're gonna tap it onto her lid. And so like when I apply that on top, it kind of sort of reminded me of the Ja Rule white gold pigment. I think I be saying it right. I be saying Ja Rule, y'all, because I really don't be reading it correctly, but we're not gonna go there. But yeah, so you just see me applying that on top. If you see, I sprayed my brush with setting spray as well. So yeah, you see, tap, and then I swipe around the edges. Tap, and then swipe around the edges. And then I'm going to also apply that to her inner corner as well. These are 25 millimeter Siberian minks provided by $1 Million Minks by Emil Tolan. I will link her Instagram below if you guys want to order some. But yeah, this is like actually like makeup from her video shoot or whatnot. But yes, I'm applying those lashes on, and lashes make such a big difference. Like, oh my god, they're so cute. And no, I do not apply lashes with tweezers. I use my hands. I can't use tweezers. I probably should learn how to, but I use my fingers for now, and they do me just as good. And so yeah. And so eyelashes are applied, and now you're going to see me take the black opal foundation stick in the shade Cocoa, and put it around the edges and like the perimeter on her face. And in the middle, you see me taking shade 368 by Maybelline Fit Me. And I'm applying that like all in her T-zone area, you know, like to blend out. And I always swipe my makeup on going outwards, because, you know, you blend outwards and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to do that. And now you're going to see me take a Real Techniques, the tapered face brush. Sometimes I use the flathead brush as well, but you're just going to see me tap her foundation in. Tapping looks so much better. It gives her an airbrush look. And so yeah, I'm just gonna like tap that in. Tap, 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 tap. And it looks so smooth, and her face is gonna look like warm butter, or should I say just butter? Anyways, it's gonna look like butter. It's gonna be soft as butter, period, poo. And so I'm just gonna be blending that out. And as you're blending, you make sure you just have like an eye for like all the nicks and nags, you know, like pieces. Like it's probably like some places on the face that don't look as covered as others, or something that might be darker or something like that. But just make sure you have an eye for all like blemishes and such and such, if you get what I'm saying. Not blemishes on her face, but I'm saying like sparse areas of makeup. Just make sure it's evenly coated. Just have an eye to make sure you see like your foundation, if you get what I'm saying. So next, after that, we're going to begin her highlight, and I'm using the shade Toffee in the LA Girl Pro Concealers, as well as Caramel in the Maybelline Fit Me's. So I'm going to put Caramel on her inner corners because it's a little bit lighter than Toffee. Then we're going to put Toffee around the edges, and we're going to take that same tapered face brush, and we're going to apply that and use that to blend it out. And again, as I told you guys, tapping motions. You're going to use tapping motions. And when you let the concealer sit just a little bit and then blend it out, it gives you so much more of a full coverage look. But you're just going to see me blending, and I'm going to make sure I go down like around her smile lines, like somewhere like around her mouth area, so it looks more even and natural and stuff like that. Because when it's just like at your cheeks, I don't feel like it looks as natural and stuff like that. So you're just going to, you know, blend outward. And yeah, so I'm just going to continue to blend outward, and for the most part, that's going to be that with the highlight, you know, as far as the highlight and contour, the highlight part. Now we're going to set. I don't bake anymore. I actually just set. So I'm going to take the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to like tap it on her face rather than like swiping on there. Tap, that gives you a very like less, you know what I'm saying? It makes it where flashback is like less, you know, doesn't happen as much. And also in the background, you see another one of my girls. Her name's Tia. I'll drop her Instagram below. Yeah, I did her makeup as well. But yeah, so I'm just setting it and just, you know, tapping that in. And then we're going to go back in with the brush and, you know, wipe that off. So now it's time to contour, and I'm using the Anastasia and Beverlyhills contour palette, medium to deep, and I'm using the darkest shade on there. And I'm doing, you know, her forehead area, around her forehead area, you know, her cheek, under like her cheekbones and jawline. And so you're just going to take that same taper brush that we've been using on her face this whole time. I actually like using this brush the whole time, but we're going to tap and go in circles. And so, like, when you're doing around her hairline, you have to go, like, by their edges and stuff like that. But, yeah, you're just going to, like, tap and circle. Like, tap in a circle, tap in a circle, and such and such. And so, yeah, that's what you're going to do as far as that goes. And that'll be it for the contour. You can set your contour. I use sometimes I use the Maybelline Fit Me in Deep Profound when I use darker skin tones. I use that, or I would use the Laura Mercier setting powder. So you can set your contour. And so now we're just doing her lips. And I use shadow because it's like a good variety. So I use my Morphe Skin palette. I use that as liner. Like, I moisturize their lips, and then I take up my disposable lip brushes, and I use that to do their lips and such and such. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a liner. Then I'm gonna go in the middle with the NYX lingerie gloss, lip lingerie gloss in like a pink shade, and we're just gonna tap that on and in the middle. And after we go in with that, I'm going to put a Nika K lip gloss on there, and it's like a really thin lip gloss. It is so perfect. It lasts all day, and it's not really thick, so it gives me that matte look I need. And for the most part, that is what we're going to use, like, on our face. Like, right now, you just see me, like, tapping in that NYX I was telling you guys about. And I made them go, like, you know, I made the noise with my lips by doing, like, the blend and stuff. And so after we do that, and I went over with the lip gloss, I'm just going to spray her down with the MAC Pro Finish Setting Spray. And that's it. I said MAC Prep and Prime. I want to set her with the MAC Prep and Prime. I use it as a setting spray, and it does me justice. So yeah, that is the finished look. You guys see me, you know, we're just taking the clips and stuff out her hair, and looks smooth. And so these next two clips, you're just going to see me after I record my videos. All right, look down.